the city at night and see how the people cry. Wish away the time to the rhythm and rhyme of a lifeless lullaby. And everybody wants for something, everybody wants for more. Swimming to the lands of the shimmering sands, and we drown just off the shore. All these voices sound the same. All that changes is the name. And I just wanna hear some music with some soul. So many sheltered shades of gray. I'm not about to mourn the death of rock and roll. Cast your broken shackles away and sing like you mean it. Sing like you're feeling something. Sing like you mean it. Sing like you're feeling something. Whoa. Passing the hours and the glittering towers as the valves begin to shred. Toppling down on top of this town, they scatter in a sea of red. And everybody needs a detour to get off the same old road. Take a look around, turn your radio down, it's there in the lines of code. All these voices blend to one as the mind has come to none. And I just wanna hear some music with some soul. So many sheltered shades of gray. I'm not about to mourn the death of rock and roll. Cast your broken shackles away and sing like you mean it. Sing like you're feeling something. Sing like you mean it. Sing like you're feeling something. Everybody wants for something. Everybody wants for more. We wanna hear the jet bloods hum again. Everybody wants for more. All these voices sound the same. All that changes is the name. And I just wanna hear some music with some soul. So many sheltered shades of gray. I'm not about to mourn the death of rock and roll. Cast your broken shackles away and sing like you mean it. Sing like you're feeling something. Sing like you mean it. Sing like you're feeling something. And I just wanna hear some music with some feeling something. Sing like you mean it. Everybody wants for something. Everybody wants for more. We wanna hear the death bloods hum again. Everybody wants for more. Everybody wants for something. Everybody wants for more. We wanna hear the death bloods hum again. Everybody wants for more.
Hello, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, or Senstaku, as you might know me on Twitter, the executive producer here, and I just want to thank you for watching. It really means a lot to us that people watch, listen to, and enjoy our shows. If you want to help us keep making these shows as fun and lively as they can be, please join your fellow fans in supporting us at our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms or by subscribing to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/finalshowfilms. It really means a lot to us that the amount of you who do support us continue to do so, especially our $25 plus tier supporters on Patreon. Antitonic, Cat Waterflame, Samantha Bates, Maureen Monty, and Driving Alexander. Every little bit helps, so thank you to all of our patrons and subs. Check us out on Twitter at Final Show Films and on our website at www.finalshowfilms.com for updates, go-live notifications, and more. We love interacting with you, so feel free to tweet at us or email us at finalshowfilms@gmail.com. That being said, please relax and enjoy. We're live. Wait. What? Why did everything shift? I set up. You're all visible. I set up the reduced booth beforehand, and when I shifted back to it, everything moved positions.
I'm a real,
So
awesome.
Cody, you're unconscious.
damn it.
William, you've got a raven fixation, and you have a mighty
know.
need for pastry.
Why?
What's different?
Food in general.
I don't know why that happened.
John, you're
I stayed
you haven't
me.
moved.
I haven't moved at
right?
all.
You and I are in the right place.
What the fuck? Roll.
I'm an angry
fuck,
queen to be,
OBS?
apparently.
Yep.
And
you say
Aaron
that's
is a
getting-
cinnamon roll.
That's getting shifted
Jeremy,
around.
you are already an angry queen.
You're not wrong.
Well, that's getting shifted around, though.
Interestingly, you're still an angry non-binary queen.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Everyone is Warlocks Conflux, the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign that we're running for Final Show Films. My name's Jack. I am your DM and storyteller for this whole shit show. And joining me today is William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Wotan Saltspray, the dwarven pirate of the thing beneath the waves.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Koroshan Savakri, Kalishtar, Pact of the Chain, a Psychic Destroyer Warlock,
and also angry queen.
and also Angry Queen to be.
And Aaron.
I'm Aaron, the actual queen with a heritage that is actually royal Cora, no assassin. Yeah.
And John.
I'm John. I'm playing Elishard Amasi, the human undying Pact of the Host Warlock.
And Nikki.
Hi, I'm Nikki. I'm playing Diamond, who is also a queen to be, but much softer.
Despite being made of rocks. And Cody.
Cody, I'm playing Cole Estasi, the Shifter, Pact of the Chain Warlock.
And Mara, who plays Aurelia, is unfortunately not able to be with us today because they're off at an archaeology conference, like you do.
Like Aurelia
You do.
would do.
But their character's unconscious anyway, so, you know, it fits. It fits. But last moments in Conflux were spent at the Merc Dreamer Rim Wall, where part of the Hawkshead Compact confronted their rivals from Dreamheart Road. The Warlocks had cautiously maneuvered through the district of Merc Dreamer lanes to try and discover what information they could regarding the situation in the isolated city ward. Initial investigation revealed that the local warders have at least been altered somewhat by some form of necromantic magic. As the compact passed closer to the Dautrain family manor, Zoe, Elishard, and Korashana stopped to investigate the likely home base of these local warlocks, eventually gaining access to the location by sneaking through the sewers. Meanwhile, the rest of the Hawkshead Compact infiltrated the spectators at this public execution, where a prisoner named Quinn Greymark was poised to be flung over the rim wall and out of Conflux entirely. Some creative spellcraft on Wotan's part, however, stalled the actual fall, and the rest of the compact clashed with the enemy Warlocks, and everything, of course, fell to chaos. And now our eyes are drawn back to the battle as Rorik Bloodstone prepares to bring his war pick to bear on a blinded warder next to him. So Rorik, since it's his turn in the initiative that we interrupted last time, swings once. Okay, that's a not insignificant amount of damage. Smashing his pick directly into this warder's helmet. And you can hear the tip, that pointed back end of the war pick, just puncture through the helmet and into the cranium. Let's see how that warder responds. Oh, okay. And yep, he's dead. So he'll whip around and attack the other guy next to him with his second attack, which also hits for an amount of damage. Okay, all right. Which brings us then to the staff-wielding Merc Dravel, who is still on the wall, but he's going to move down.
I don't like that that's the term for people from Merc Dreamer.
Wait, what's the term?
Mercstraville.
Mercstraville.
No, that doesn't sound right.
He's gonna murder us.
Like,
no, he's gonna try.
I mean, it sounds like Merc Dreamer. Like, you have the Merc Dreamer.
Yeah, he's actually not native to this ward, surprisingly enough. But
wild.
Sometimes things parallel.
So his name is Merc Dravel.
Yes, his name is Merc Dravel.
That's just an unfortunate name.
That's a thing he can do.
Rorik, kill him fast. His name is a pun.
I tried really hard to make some kind of Mark Hamill related joke because the name sounds like Mark Hamill, and it just wasn't coming. So
just didn't happen.
No,
if you just
something
looked at
about
one of us,
Joker voicing or not my father or
look, it's Merc Dravel and his many OCs, and just points to the undead zombies up front. They all are just voiced by him.
Yep. Well, several of those are dead, but they're going to start moving at least, trying to get around.
No, we all just look up at him as it's his turn. He takes his staff, looks at it, and then just throws it behind him.
Yeah, yes.
No, he takes this staff that seems to be made of wood, but carved to look almost like a human spine. Points it roughly Cole's direction. And
hey, what you doing there, bud?
And a significant, let's see, 10-foot radius.
What's the opposite of an edgelord?
Can catch.
Because whatever the opposite of an edgelord is what Diamond is, and I'm waiting for the two things to clash.
He's going to catch everybody except
a plush queen. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Care Bear, but that works.
Plush queen.
Plush queen is wow. That's real good.
I have to add this to the title card now.
Technically, it's actually cinnamon roll, but I will allow this.
No. we have overridden.
We are so off rail right now.
All right, so Diamond, Cole, and Rorik all need to make dex saves.
Great.
Watch me do a backflip. 8.
Okay, so that's a fail.
He didn't do a backflip. Sorry.
I didn't.
He literally failed compilation.
I got caught on something.
Rorik fails as well.
Oh boy.
It was myself.
And Diamond fails also. Okay. Yeah. So you each take 12 fire damage and 17 radiant damage. Strike
boy.
Erupts in that localized area.
I'm sorry, 12 and 17?
12 fire damage and 17 radiant
Does
damage.
that hit the warders there too?
It does not hit the warders, actually. Interestingly
That's
enough,
rude.
he's able to position it.
He is a
Oh,
evocation
no.
wizard.
Oh no.
No, he just had
Oh,
an
Warlocks.
angle on him.
Yeah.
He's got an angle. Yep.
Well, that angle has Diamond at 6 hit points.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Yep. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
I want to save you, but I am on the other side of the city.
That's
I'm
the thing.
We
Like,
goofed. We goofed real bad.
Even if the three of us left now, I doubt we would arrive in time to keep them alive.
Well, you can catch the second half of the execution.
Or at least the second monologue, but I don't want to be
Yeah.
there for the second monologue. That would make the same bad decision.
Which brings us to Wotan's turn.
I mean,
Wotan.
Wotan's out of spells and currently has the advantage of anonymity, so Wotan and the execution target just vanish off the battlefield.
No. It's you don't get your action quite yet. There is a rumble. And suddenly jets of murky water erupt from the ground, crashing over and into the crowd, and you just see the entire surroundings become completely submerged in about 20 feet of water.
We unlocked the Aqua Arena.
Flooding the area wildly. You find yourself floating, your feet rising off the ground.
That was not really the time for a vision, Jormungandr.
And there's a whisper in your ear. Salt spray. Look around you. And you can just see the panicked faces of the people of the crowd that you were surrounded by. This is the power of the deep. Terror. Debilitation. Incapacitation. And then when there's a blink, suddenly you're back, and the panic of the crowd around you as they're fleeing seems to be more focused towards the chaos of the battle itself. You alone notice that your coat and your armor is drenched, dripping water. But the water seems to be gone currently. The knowledge of those effects, however, remain, and you have possession of your first 6th level arcana, the Eye Bite spell. Terror, debilitation, incapacitation. All possible effects that you can now inflict on whoever you choose as the representative of Jormungandr in this plane.
You also have another spell slot now.
Well, no, I have an Arcanum slot.
No, you've got an Arcanum,
All
but
right,
you
yeah,
also
right,
have...
there's also an extra spell slot.
At 11th,
That's right.
At 11th level, we get
At
our third
11th
spell
level,
slot.
you also get your 3rd spell slot, which is
That's
also
right.
in your possession now.
That's right.
Now that's Blitzball.
Now this is pod racing.
It's your turn.
How out of sight am I? Like, how far out of everyone else's attentions am I right now?
You don't seem to have drawn a huge amount of focus to you.
Do I think I could get away with a relatively invisible spell?
Potentially.
Because...
Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
No, I can't.
You don't know how subtle it's going to be, but you can definitely cast something, and you're pretty sure you won't attract a ton of attention. Most of the actual combat seems to be much more visually focused towards the actual wall of light itself and the immediate surroundings.
Yeah, there's lots of distractions on the field,
There are quite a number of distractions on the field.
including that big ass fucking wall of light.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, Diamond cast that, didn't she?
I did.
Yes, she did.
Concentration checks?
Yes, there would need to be concentration checks actually from those. Yep. So yeah.
I think, is it just one or is it two?
It's technically one.
Yeah.
I think.
It's gone.
16.
Boop.
Boop. That's fine. It wasn't helping anyway.
You know that thing I was saying about there being a big ass distraction on the field? Never mind.
Thanks, John.
Sorry.
No, I should remember to make those.
Okay. That will work. Because this spell doesn't actually have a source, and it's invisible because it's psychic. So, centered on this point,
Okay.
I will cast
Catching
Synaptic.
3 warlocks, synaptic static.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 warlocks, 2 warders, and a zombie.
5th level synaptic static.
Okay. Intelligence saves. Let's see how these folks do. Start with Roz. That's a fail. So she takes the full 27. And then Merc. That's an 11. Sucks to be him.
Oh, you got in Merc's head.
And Gabal. That's an 18. He actually manages to succeed.
Bitch. Diamond on the ground, about to die. Bitch.
I mean, that's fairly Diamond. So half of 27 is 13. And he is not addled. And the 2 warders. I don't anticipate these guys are going to do super great. That's a 12 and a 2.
And the guy who cast Dance Macabre was also caught in that, I believe.
Yes, he failed.
Which means his concentration check has a D6 subtracted from it when he tries to maintain that spell.
Yes, it does.
DC.
Hey, he rolled a natural 1 anyway. The zombies are off the field.
Yay.
So Wotan, like after having that vision, sort of looks over his shoulder as he'd been retreating and sort of glances at that point within range and just snaps a finger as the spell fires off and then just continues to disappear out of the battlefield.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, that's definitely a thing that happened that severely fucks up their sort of positioning. Okay.
And then Wotan just vanishes because he's got 25 feet of movement, which puts him off the battlefield.
Yes, it does. All right, so let me mark which one of these people are under the effects of that.
And the eye also makes it off the battlefield, right?
No, I have to use my action next turn to move it off.
Yeah,
okay.
The eye is still where it is. So
Next turn, it'll be gone.
that's a good symbol for it. Since it fucks
Oh, the
with
brain
your
crack,
head.
yeah.
Yeah, the brain crack, yeah. Shattered brains.
I feel like the intent of that symbol is the intellect devourer effect, so that makes sense.
Probably something similar to that. All right, so you're dead, and you're dead. I'm just going to start clearing some of these babies off as things quit the field, like large numbers of the crowd. Okay. And that means it's Diamond's turn. Diamond.
Yes.
You have a dimension door now.
I do. I'm holding on to that last spell slot. My dying breath.
As you feel the flames and that radiant judgmental energy just erupt around you.
I don't need your
sort of
judgment.
stagger. Suddenly everything freezes. And standing in front of you is a familiar figure. Well, my earthborn queen coming into your own, aren't you? He covers his left eye and sort of looks at, but somehow also through you. Ah, yes, I can just see it now. You in the future, all glitter, gems, crystals, strong and beautiful in your own right, empowered to follow your passions, as it were. I mean, you'll have to survive this little, well, dances. But, yes, eventually laying utter waste to anyone who would restrain you. But, slight adjustment, I think. And he reaches out, and you can feel his finger just somehow melt through the front of your clothes and tap against that blue gem that sits, the first one he gave you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a frisson of energy, and you can feel something warm and sharp being drawn down as he lowers his finger to the red one. Just below it, connecting them with something. He slowly slides around and then moves, and you can feel his fingers pressing against the base of your spine in the back, pushing something cold and hard into your body. Then pulls it away. There. That should give you just a bit of a push in the right direction. Command your element, Lady of Stone. And he's gone. And you too have your Mystic Arcanum and another spell slot.
Can I see?
And also a rock
Just like,
somewhere in the back that you cannot currently see. No.
Oh, that's gonna get
You can
annoying
feel
when I
it
try
back
to sit
there,
down.
but
like I try to lean back and it's just me like, that thing. Ah,
a reminder.
yeah, fun.
Fine, your pet eats all our furniture anyways.
I mean, do I Diamond does not look good. I did not add. I don't think I added the extra hit points from when we leveled up.
You should do that then.
Well, then I wouldn't be at 6. I would be at 11. That's
slightly more than 6.
Slightly more than 6.
Almost twice as much as 6.
Yeah.
Current hit points almost double.
But if I feel like it is time to go. So she's going to tell Rorik where we need to run. I'm gonna grab Aurelia. We need to go. This is a tactical retreat.
Okay.
No, yeah, she's just gonna do it. She's just gonna run and snatch up Aurelia.
Are you disengaging or are you taking the 2 opportunity attacks?
Oh, not with 11 hit points. I'm going to disengage.
Okay. So your action is disengage, and then you've got 30 feet of movement to get to Aurelia.
Boop. And that
I have a bonus action still.
I do have a bonus action still, but I do not have anything for a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm here.
All right. Cole, As
quick
the
question.
light
Oh,
and the fire fade, you find yourself in darkness, floating in a void. You blink, and your eyes sort of adjust. And you can see that cage, that network of threads surrounding you, with that one running from your left hand to a smaller cluster of fibers, all intersecting but isolated from the greater sphere of them that surrounds you. And inside that pale porcelain massive mask, the dark voids where the eyes are looking down at you. And you can see a spider web of cracks forming at one of the corners on the outside in that mask, and also extending up from sort of the lower left side as well. Well, my child, you are in a strange position now. I think it is time that you learn a secret. And you watch as one of those threads in that cluster is clipped from end to end, just removed. There's a faint sparking as it begins to smolder and burn from each end. Dire situations cause removal, as fate snips away. But the remainder can be harnessed for a time. The potentiality of fate cut short can be temporarily preserved. And you can hold that in your hands, using what might be left. And then one of those very pale hands reaches out and just taps you on the forehead. And you also have a Mystic Arcanum at your disposal, as well as another spell slot.
Okay, cool.
And then you feel your feet once again firm on the pavement below you.
Okay, thought I died. Okay.
You have your Mystic Arcanum. You still can't cast it, though, because you lack the material components.
Yep. I am going to... Yeah. Do that for now. Quick question. Do I see Gabal's suited dragon anywhere?
Yep, it is curled around his neck.
Okay.
Cole's like, I could steal the soul of the pseudo-dragon.
No, let's see. I'm going to... That'll make for a good quick getaway spell. I'm going to cast Far Step as my bonus action.
Okay.
And as part of that movement, I'm just going to... Let's see. Yeah. Pop up behind this guy. And...
Okay.
actually going to pop up a couple feet behind him, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Yeah, just him.
Okay.
We are at 11th level, so you get 3 of them.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, you do.
So first one's a 26
That's a hit.
for 13 points of damage.
And you're targeting Merc here.
Yep, guy that just lit me on fire.
Okay.
Tried sending me to hell. That won't work. Let's see. Second one is a natural 1.
So that's a miss.
Yep. Third one is another natural 1. Holy shit.
Damn. So yeah, you whip around and just pop up there behind him. Bam! 1 into the back, and you see him turn. And that staff he's wielding, as those last 2 race towards him, it intercepts them. 1, 2. Something about that thing definitely improves his defenses, we'll say.
All right.
But yeah, the other 2 go wide.
Son of a bitch.
You still have your movement, though.
I do. She said she was getting out of here. Rorik can be fast, I think.
You watch Diamond sprint away. Or not sprint away. She's crouching over Aurelia.
Yeah. He's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run down to here. Run back past. Just going to try to keep an eye on Aurelia and Diamond.
Okay. As you see that happening, Giannis on the entire other side sees what's happening over there, and he actually goes into a dead sprint this direction, which would give him, he's going to dash actually 60 feet of movement. Oh, wait, no. He's going to move 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think that will put him within 60 feet. Oh, nope. He's out. He's going to have to dash. Yeah. Wow. He's going to have to wait till the next round and hope that things turn out in his favor. He actually is not going to use his action. That sucks for
Swearing
them.
the entire time.
Motherfucker shit, goddamn fucking god. All right, which brings us to Aurelia's turn, which means she needs to make a death save.
The camera's goofed again.
It is. Who left?
No one left.
We lost Aaron.
Left.
Oh, Aaron dropped out. Well, while we attempt to fix that, Aurelia is going to make a death
Just
save.
the top half of my head.
By the
isn't-
time I fix everything, Aaron will be back. There you
Nope,
go.
there they are now.
Sorry, I received an email and that led to my computer crashing.
Oh no! Wow, that sucks.
I mean, I understand emails are really hard for computers to process.
I know, they're the newest thing. Like, they're cutting edge, above AAA games.
Yeah.
In terms of how difficult they are.
I mean, what do they expect? You have more than a megabyte of RAM?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. The back end of the internet that's responsible for making sure that emails get from point to point is kind of held together by spit and baling twine.
Right.
I
Gates
think
told
this
us
is
we
just
wouldn't-
So in just case, so everybody notice,
itself. But yeah.
Aurelia's first death save is a 6.
Yeah.
I saw.
Can you guys see that? Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, we
Can
saw
we
it.
can-
Yes.
So that is one
Gates
failure.
told us we would
Nikki is
never
in a
need
panic.
more than a megabyte of RAM ever.
Only one fail.
That is only one.
Nikki's
failure.
I
in
mean,
a panic.
technically, it would only take one more really bad one.
So long as nobody trips and falls blade first into Aurelia's body, it'll be fine.
Uh...
All right.
I would like
Diamond.
to take an action for Shethal. No, I'm kidding.
You can.
Shithal vomits acid onto Aurelia.
No, because if you vomit acid, that's only one failed death.
Right. You want to go over there
If you
and make
walk
a
up
melee
and
attack.
you poke with the nail, that's 2 failed deaths.
That's an automatic crit, and that's 2 failed death saves. All right. Yeah, these
Just
guys are-
slightly kick, a little bit more than a
Just-
nudge, and that's 2
Just
failed deaths.
think. No, just think about what situation, as we lose Aaron again. Just think
Nope,
about
just a blink.
think about which
Nope.
situation will be funnier for me to have to tell Mara. That's all.
All right. So these warders are going to swarm around Rorik and see if they can cut him down.
So what you're saying is
Revenge on Aurelia is going to be a lot less satisfying if she's dead. I'm not saying I won't take it, but it'll be less satisfying.
So, John, what you're saying is Shethal needs to climb up onto something high, staying invisible, because it's more funny if he does all this while invisible, proceeds to go and then
Elbow
flip
drop.
off and drop the elbow.
Yeah, because then I can just send a gift to Mara of the rock performing the people's elbow, and I don't have to explain anything else.
Question: would they skitter up Diamond before they did it to get that extra height?
Yes.
It has to be the Macho Man, the Macho elbow.
Yes, it has to be the Macho Man.
All right. So he takes a total of 8 damage because rage from the 3 attacks, 2 of which hit. And then the other 3, doot. Hey, all 3 of those hit. That's good. So he takes. Oh wait, hang on a second. What's Rorik's AC?
If both Rorik and Aurelia die, how will Diamond be feeling?
Sad. I'm gonna go with sad, probably. Would sad be accurate, Diamond? Oh wait, nope. Only one of those hits. Sorry, I assumed Rorik's armor class was going to be hit by a 19. I forgot.
That's what you get for assuming.
That's what I get for assuming my own NPCs. His AC is 20. So the 2 19s miss, but the crit actually does get through, which is he suffers another 8 damage. God, these guys suck.
No, Rorik's just a badass.
I
I
mean-
don't let him
There
die.
is
Rorik is kind of a
illustration
badass.
Why fighters exist in balanced D&D groups.
Mhm.
Or
I mean, they
barbarians.
get 3
Yeah,
attacks
like,
each, but yeah, he's no, the barbarian physiology, man. Just like bam, bam, doesn't even hit. Yep.
I do want to play a Battle Rager at some point.
They're fun.
This guy is
Just
going
grab
to
your enemy and shake.
I actually have really enjoyed the barbarians I've played.
With
Barbarians
Merc
are fun.
being attacked. Cole is still kind of a threat to him. So,
Hello, phone.
Cole, you've got a number of longbow attacks incoming. 4 to be precise.
Excuse me.
One of the guys-
I'm starting to believe.
Okay.
He's starting to believe.
There's nothing else I can do.
Then I saw
See,
your face.
stop.
Da, da. Oh, I'm a believer.
All right. What's your AC?
15.
All right. So one of them hits you for 9, and one of them hits you for 3.
Oops. I do not have 2,421 hit points. I have
That'd
21.
be nice, but
Yeah. that would-
Hey, you don't
I'm a
have
millionth level warlock.
You don't have as many hit points. As
I'm
I
a
do.
patron now.
What's
What?
What?
Jack,
I'm,
why?
I'm rolling through to try and keep my track of where things are. All right, it's Gabal's turn. There we go.
Coming for you.
Oh, did you subtract the d6s from those attacks, by the way?
I did not.
Because they are addled.
Okay. And wait, no, these are the guys way over here that are not addled. The guy who's addled is making his at Quinn, who's still chained and prone, and therefore these are at disadvantage and addled. So I don't anticipate this is going to be too much of a problem for Quinn, but just in case. Longbow. It's a 15 minus a d6. 15 minus 6, so that's a 9, so that misses.
That would be our mother, who knows he's streaming right now.
And is yelling anyway.
Yep.
And then that's a 9, which is already a miss, so we're not even going to bother missing with the d6. They don't have as much attacks as... Okay. And... yeah, this last one, who is also addled, will be making his attacks at... he'll be making his attacks at Cole as well. Longbow. (21 minus 4) is still above a 15. So
Yes, that's 17.
you take 6 from that one.
Okay.
And then there's another 9. Oh, these poor
More
warders.
concentration checks.
All right. Is Cole concentrating on anything right now?
Far step.
Oh, Far Step is a concentration.
Is it?
I think.
Concentration up to like a minute, I think.
Yep, concentration of a minute. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So I just have to beat a DC 10, right?
You just got to beat a 10 3 times.
Okay. Oh yeah. Nope.
Okay. Drops it on the first one. Sorry, dude.
No, that's fine.
All these spell fumbles.
Just fumbling it. It's very important.
All right.
It's a good thing I started running away.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let me look at the specs on this one.
Again, we check in through just all. It's just a sea of bodies. Cora's like, I've got good news and bad news.
All right. I'm going to need.
The good news is they don't know we're here.
Rick's raging.
The bad
Wow,
news
that's
is everyone else
frustrating.
is dead.
So I'm going to need Cole and Diamond to make a wisdom save each. As Gabal stands forward and with mass suggestion says, surrender. Well, Cole, you're not going to surrender.
You can
Is
beat my
this
ass.
a charm effect?
It is.
I get to throw it back at him because I have.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you do.
Yes! He has to make a DC 16 saving throw against mass suggestion from me.
And you're just immune to being charmed, so it just doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, no, it not only does it work, but I can literally throw it back at him.
Right. Well, he's just charmed by you for a minute. It's not.
Oh, sorry.
It's not the same.
I got
It's-
excited. Anyway,
Right.
but still makes a
still,
save.
yeah.
Still-
mhm. All right. Wisdom save. 23. He is not
Okay.
charmed by you.
But
That's
you're
fine.
also just immune to being
But,
charmed.
but
so.
you're immune to being charmed, and Rorik's raging, so it's not going to work on him either. Okay.
And Cole succeeded. So
And Cole succeeded. So
Just
utterly-
wasted
he
that
just,
spell.
he just burned his Mystic Arcana. You know, I ain't even mad.
You
I'm
don't have
so
to be. Gabal
excited.
is.
just everyone, like, in response, three
Huh?
people just raise middle fingers.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you
Surrender. No,
Okay.
bye.
This is not. It's not like a rage. Like I'm not angry. I am anxious. I am so scared right now. I'm fear raging right now.
All right. And Rosamond is This is the first time so she'll be making these saves at the end of her turn to see if she throws off synaptic static, but not currently. Cole's doing our runner, so she's going to try and take him out because she's got crossbow.
Feel that brain static.
Yep. So she's gonna minus the d6, but I have a crossbow. All right, so the first one hits, you take 13 piercing damage.
All right.
And the second one is a 14.
Awesome.
Does that hit?
No.
Oh, okay. Nice.
My AC is 15.
Excellent. All right.
You're
Good
welcome.
Thank
She
you.
rolled a 17 and then lost 3.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So that's Roz. And that's her turn. She doesn't have anything for bonus action. And she's better at range, so she's going to stay back. All right. Rorik sees what's happening, and he's going to be outski as well, because Diamond said so.
You just turned off the turn order.
Oh, god damn it. There we go. It's back.
I was like, oh, we're out of issue. Nope.
No, we're not. No, we're not. But yeah, no, the Warlocks seem to be defensing up for the most part, trying to...
It's all right. The only other guy who goes is stupid stick man who lost all his zombies before all of us are going to be gone.
Stupid stick man.
All right, so we're
This is
outta
before
here.
we learn that stupid
Say that
stick.
like they can't follow you into the rest of the district that they control.
Yeah.
Gotta
This
catch
is
us
before
first.
we
And
learn
that
that
they don't
stupid
have
stick
a lot
man
of others
has,
on all of
Yeah.
the guards.
or like I said, before we learn that stupid stickman has Eldritch Blast and fires one at Aurelia and 2 at Rorik.
All right.
Oh, God.
I mean, he does have Eldritch Blast, but you know, he's
But
also
he also
under,
has
he's also
the
under
fire
synaptic static. Oh, which Rosamund didn't try to make her intelligence save. Let me do that for her real quick. Rorik takes exactly 2 points of damage from the one guy that managed to hit him. Yeah, that's an 8. Rosamund is still addled. All right. And yes, so here we go. 1 Eldritch Blast for Cole.
Also, Stupid Stick Band is the name of my Tommy Lee cover band.
That's fair. That's very fair. No, first one misses. That's a 14.
Stupid Stickman is my Soundgarden cover band that specifically only plays Spoonman.
Dear God. Okay. Well, he is apparently addled enough that he can't get his aim right.
Did you miss all 3 of them?
He missed all 3 of them.
Good.
He rolled
Good.
a 3, a 4, and a 3.
We're all fumbling. This is great. This is great.
This sucks.
Roden hasn't fumbled since I got back.
All right. Roden, it's
You
your
just-
turn, dude.
I keep walking and I use my control over the eye to get the other guy out of there.
Okay.
I can't wait for you to have not gotten him back above the wall by the time the eye ends and he just falls anyways.
I have 7 more rounds before the eye shrinks.
Or you get hit by a random arrow. That's where you roll the
So one of us is going to cast Eldritch Blast to
Diamond.
get your attention.
Jeremy, just
Yeah.
out of game, how important is it that Chithal returns with the party at the moment?
How important is it ever that Chithal returns to Korra? That depends. Do you want to pay the money to get him brought back?
We're so
Also,
rich.
you can't see Shathal because
Also-
Shathal's invisible.
Yeah, you can't even see shit.
No, yeah, I can't. So
Yeah, he's
Diamond-
literally just been sitting there kicking his heels. Like,
No, yeah,
this
no,
is the best.
he can get back on his own. Diamond has
Also, I mean, as long as he's not dead, Korra can always just be like, snap, snap, and there they are.
Shathal currently has picked up a cat that was trying to escape from it and is having fun with the cat. And I will just leave it at that.
Yep.
I'll let you decide for yourself.
I'm good.
You just see a cat floating somewhere.
Just I weirdly enough just seem to block that out.
This little gouts of red going this way.
Diamond
and that
is
way.
going to find the med pack on Aurelia and stabilize her.
As an action?
Yes.
I mean, you can do that if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then pick her up and run.
Okay. It would take your action to carry. So basically, if you stabilize her first, that is your action, and she will be lying there on the pavement for an entire another round before you'd be able to move her. Or you can move her and try and stabilize her once you're under cover.
Dimension door away and then stabilize later.
I don't want to leave Rorik.
Rorik is running. You know Rorik is going to be able to outrun any of these people.
I don't.
We're
So,
sprinters.
because Rorik is faster than all of us, he could probably attempt to stabilize Aurelia, and you can order him around. If you
He always goes before me in initiative, and I'd never he's already running. Anyway, I don't want to shout at Rorik to meet us at the warehouse because I don't want to give away where we're hiding. Fuck.
Tell him to catch up.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, she yells at Rorik. The place we had to meet up with everybody else before we came here. Meet me there. And she is going to dimension door Aurelia 500 feet away. Whatever the distance
Just
for dimension door.
bamf out. Yep.
Yep.
Max range. Okay. Cole, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement. Well, actually, just before I go, I'm going to turn and Eldritch Blast dude again.
Okay.
24
24 hits.
for 10 points of damage.
That's one.
19.
Let me check. Where'd you go, Mark? 19 hits.
For another 6 points of damage. Boo. And 16
16 just hits.
for another 8 points of damage.
And you see that head snap back and just blood out the mouth, out the eyes.
And then I'm going to use my movement to start running away and my bonus action to shift into my bird.
Goodbye.
Is your movement speed faster as a
I'm
bird?
like a bird.
Actually, yeah, before I
Before
go, I'm going to go. I mean, either way, I'm only going to be able to move 60 feet. So I could move 30 on foot and 30 in the air. For the full movement. But yeah,
Okay.
shifting into the bird and flying away.
All right.
Bird out.
As you see that, Giannis makes it over, and you see him just
Fly.
push his hand down onto Merc's face, and there's just a burst of bluish energy.
He killed the man.
Yeah. Arcane Gallagher.
And just drags him up into his lap, and he's just murmuring something as he's obviously trying to save this Warlock's life. Which brings us to Aurelia's second death saving throw.
Oh my god.
Natural one. Natural
I
one.
found a
Don't
gift.
Natural
fuck
one.
I want to
no.
share. I want to share it with you, John.
Oh my
17.
god, thank god.
We have a success.
I am so sweaty right now from this.
All right. Let's see. Who can the warders still see?
Yes, that one. That's exactly the one I will send.
You're part of the skeleton army now. Doot doot doot.
I will send that regardless of whether or not Aurelia lives.
Yes. Legit.
All right. Okay. Cole, you're like off the map now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the only one that they can still see, honestly, is
Flying
Rorik's
erratically as an injured
Rorik's off the map
raven.
too. Yeah, you guys are technically, they are securing what they can, tending to Merc. Yep. All right, we are out of initiative, which brings us back to the group at the mansion.
The smart group.
SMRT smart.
Okay. So you guys are in a basement.
We are.
Yup.
Wait.
All right. You've just come through a secret door into what seems to be a storage room of sorts.
Did you delete my token? Or no, it just got moved randomly to the upper floors.
That's weird.
Anyways.
And as you're there, Elishard, you feel a surge somewhere in your stomach. And there's a growl in the back of your brain. More. Eat me more. Something's getting hungry.
Okay.
Cora, you're back in the hall with Virshana, who is basically has a hand on your shoulder since they can't see in the dark.
Right.
And you've just seen this door swing open with casting a little bit of candlelight glow into this weird back alley secret passage thing that you've got.
Mm-hmm.
Your other two compact members have pushed through into the room. Are you going to stay back here and watch, or are you going forward as well?
No, I'll go forward.
Okay. The storage room, mostly crates, some things on shelves, and then a door opposite. From the inside of this room, especially once the bookshelf door the secret door is clicked back, it looks like a cul-de-sac. It looks like, a dead end. So any further advancement will require you to go through that opposite door forward into the next couple rooms.
I had a thing that I know I wanted to say. I put it in chat, but now it's hidden under a whole bunch of intelligence save level up.
Sorry.
Was...
You do have Jinx underground with you, yes.
Yeah.
No,
hang on.
before the end of the last game.
Oh, okay.
The thing in chat. I just don't remember, but I put it there because I knew I was gonna forget. Sorry. Should have been doing this, but I was leveling up.
I think you were going to stop and ask something, but
Yes,
yes,
I was going to ask about something.
It's actually off the current
chat window.
Find.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you split the party, guys.
I mean, yes, it does.
We have to go into the chat log.
I have a decent odds of finding it because mine are lit up blue, but
don't see anything. Was it like before the?
Oh yes, okay, found it.
Okay,
it's in between two of the wall of light rolls.
Gotcha.
To tell you when I thought of this and why I don't remember. At that point, Zoe's gonna sort of very quietly say, do we think that we're likely to retreat this way, especially in a hurry?
It's very conceivable.
It depends entirely on when we are planning on this ambush as to what's going on with the others, which we should probably check in on.
My thought being, being because we're here, essentially, this is their escape route.
Yeah.
We've thrown out their weapons. If we were confident we weren't likely to use this or likely to need to use this really quickly, we could trap it. So if they tried to run out this way,
that's a good thought. If we are going to be planning our ambush while we're still here, then yes. But if we're going to need to leave and regroup with the others, we'll want to hold off on that, at least for now.
Yeah.
But
you're not wrong.
We haven't heard anything from Jinx. Cora, can you check in with Shithal?
Give me a moment, and if we get attacked, make sure I don't get murdered.
I think we're at a pretty secure place right now, but we'll keep.
There is no such place in Conflux.
I traded out an invocation because Cloak of Flies is objectively useless. So I use my see-through walls thing, Ghostly Gaze.
Hey, welcome to the club. High five.
Sort of peek past the room that I assume we're all actually currently in, but tokens don't fit.
Yeah.
Just having to sort of, I'm trying to look this way. It lasts an action, so
right, and it's
a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say it lasts for a little while, and it's what 30?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Hitman Division type.
Yeah,
it's whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So what you end up seeing is you can see all of these other rooms around you, and specifically a single figure seated in the corner of this room right here. Skin tone is similar to yours, but darker. Pointed ears. Sides of the head cleanly shaven, only the top is pulled back in a single ponytail. He's wearing fairly drab robes and is seated on the ground with his knees pulled up to his chest, his hands clasped, resting on top of them. You'd say late middle-aged drow would be your best guess. Male. There's a staff propped up in a corner. And you can see the hilt of a scimitar sticking up over his right shoulder. He's just seated there, eyes closed, head kind of tilted back against a shelf behind him.
All right, quietly. One drow out 2 rooms over, but no one else on this floor that I can see, though it doesn't seem like this floor extends much further. Everything basically is within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Does that
and I will sort of describe what I can see of the rooms beyond.
Does that drow look like a guard or a prisoner?
Jack? He's in the room with the staircase. Is there anything else that would give me a...
He honestly doesn't look like either. He looks like a civilian. He looks like just a dude off the street, basically.
He is orange,
kind of an old guy.
so-
Right, yeah.
It's always difficult to say with my people, although he doesn't seem to be guarding, and he doesn't seem to be imprisoned, given his room is the one with the stairs in it.
Well,
I mean, you'd say probably equal odds that he's just found a quiet place to relax and maybe take a nap.
Though it is very possible he is squatting in their liquor room.
Well, we'll keep an eye on this door in case he decides he wants to come in here, but we could probably pause for a minute and check in.
Very well.
And I will take out my sword, have the Dark Souls moment of, wait, my great sword, tiny room, switch it to a short sword.
I have my dagger and short sword out as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always hate that Dark Souls moment where you're like, switching.
Switch it up.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I will close off my senses here, project them over to At what point are we with the fight lineup?
Oh,
So you switch your senses over to what Shathal can see. The first
Oh
thing
God,
you see
that poor cat.
Which is a
the
bloody
first thing you
cat,
see
yeah.
in front of you actually is the back of a cat's head. And something that you assume are Shathal's invisible hands, something's pulling at its ears.
Yeah.
And it is reluctantly but under duress being forced to serve as a mount as it walks, picks its way across some stone pavement, and it is just panda fucking monium. People are running and screaming. There's blood on the pavement. You can see at least 1 or 2 dead warders. There's a cluster of what you assume looks like to be the enemy warlock compact
Right.
inside. You don't see any of your compatriots.
Shathal, fly. I need bird's eye view. Wait.
You made him a quasit.
That's right.
I don't
I
think any of the
forget.
forms that
Right,
he
no,
can-
no. Shathal spits back something
You
inappropriate.
The entire process, a grueling process to turn it into a closet. How could you forget?
Because it's fun.
Because it's fun. Yeah.
also, by the way,
No, fine. No, sorry. I was correct. Fly. Because you can turn into a fucking bat, you useless closet.
I almost died.
Apparently, his reluctance is that it's much harder to steer a cat and keep it under your control
When you're a bat.
Right, yeah.
Just kill it and you can play with it later.
He murders the cat
Yeah.
and then turns into a bat and
Yep.
up into the air.
So I want to get a bird's eye view and see if I can see where everybody is.
You can pick out Wotan initially as
Who
part
is
of
just
a
casually strolling.
who is literally doing the Assassin's Creed, just blend in with the crowd and keep on walking.
Okay.
He's the one that stands out first. If you steer Shathal around a bit, go ahead and roll a perception check for him.
Okay.
Also, I've handed Virshana my mace because Virshana also has a great sword in a very tight corridor.
And it's meant also it uses my perception, correct?
I believe so. We'll say sure for now.
Okay.
I mean, it might be more accurate to use a bat's perception, but either way.
Regardless, I didn't have advantage. But it's fine, because
Yep.
even with advantage, I rolled a total of 5 with a +2.
Yeah, so it's a little rough. You're mostly just seeing crowds and disorder, but the main thing that you can determine is that it looks like, based on the deployment of forces in the area, there was definitely a fight, but there's no corpses of anybody that you know around.
Okay.
And it seems like the warders, you don't see any warders that are out doing the beat the bushes, dig through the crowd, find these fuckers. They've all pulled back and are sort of forming a defensive ring around these 4 warlocks who are tending to a very fallen one of their own.
Right. All right. Go follow Wotan. Wotan will lead you to everybody else.
Wotan,
Yes, you can get your toy.
Wotan, after a moment, you feel something scramble up your leg. And there's a dead cat that's being dragged by an invisible force and is now just sort of draped over your shoulder.
Wotan just because he's still walking. He
Reflexively
steers.
kills the
I know,
with
yeah.
an axe.
He steers the eye over the ground because it's still hanging off the cliff right now.
Right,
So
yeah, right
steers-
about now it's getting to the end of that. So yep.
yeah, he steers the eye back over the ground.
Quinn
And
will
then-
like as soon as Quinn can see that that she's over the ground, she rolls off and just lands. And with your eye still there, you can see she's just kind of looking at her arm and leg shackles, and then sort of starts trying to hobble off to one side and find some cover.
Yeah, I will circle back to her with using my eye as a guide.
Okay, so you start making your way there.
Yeah.
You're
Alright.
third person maneuvering yourself from the opposite direction. God, that'll be hard.
It's the weird.
I'm a sailor. I have a
do
sense of
not.
direction.
Camera controls.
But that's what you see, Cora.
I blink back, blink my senses back. It looks like the fight is over.
Okay, there was a
That
fight.
implies there was a fight.
Yes.
They always tell me that I'm too reckless and conceited.
It seemed like it was quite a fight. I didn't see any of ours among the dead.
Were there any of the
Wotan is
enemy
definitely
compact?
alive.
Okay.
Well, then they'll probably be trying to check and look for us.
Yes.
This is probably the best place we could be.
Actually, yeah.
Yes.
The
Shithal is still with one of them.
Following Wotan, yes. Well, on
Then
Wotan's.
let us assume that they can coerce Shithal to send a message back to you if Cole isn't able to send a message through Jinx.
I am moderately certain that Wotan can figure out how to do that, yes.
I will look over at the winged cat that we brought just to see if Jinx seems to be reacting to this conversation in any way. That would
Jinx is
indicate-
washing behind her ears.
Well, he's probably not dead, or that wouldn't, or she still wouldn't be here. I think.
I honestly have no idea how familiars work, so I don't know.
To the best of my knowledge, you're accurate. I don't know. I didn't get. I did. I didn't.
Well, you're the
particularly-
one who told me that, so
I didn't particularly get a rule book because my patron wasn't willing to provide one.
Wait.
So
Oh, your patron would be quite keen on providing you a rule book.
yeah, the problem
would
is
be
you wouldn't have
explosive.
all the right rules.
All right, so we'll keep operating. We'll keep operating as though we're going to establish an ambush here. Then
let's at least check on the other man in the basement.
do you? So here's the question: if worst case scenario, to your mind, would it be better for you to make the first approach or one of us?
So I think I would probably arouse the least hostility. However,
Yeah.
we're all warlocks. We're inherently good at being around people.
I'm just
So I would say I can go invisible. You can talk to him.
Yeah.
And I can very quickly shut him up if he starts raising any alarm.
I just wasn't sure if there was like a
We don't all know
blood
each other.
feud between you
And-
and another group or
well,
something.
Okay, I don't even know if he is with any of the families, and all of the families should obey me, so it's fine.
Right.
Eventually. Don't expect them to do things just because you don't
Oh,
actually.
I don't expect that at all. I was just
Zoe,
again.
no offense. Are you telling us that? Or are you trying to remind yourself of that?
I am quite confident in my heritage. I just have to work for it.
Right.
Right. So let's move quietly and see if we can't.
Literally holding the symbol of my people right now.
I'm gonna test this door and see if it's unlocked or not.
Wait, the symbol of your people, a female spider flipping everybody off?
No, the moon sword that's in the spider lady's hand.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Also, you told me we didn't turn into spider ladies.
That's no, but cloth is still a thing.
There are no Driders. There is still law.
But they're not Driders in Conflux.
Shame.
There should be.
But the spider is still a thing. Still a symbol frequently used in the Underdark.
So
but anyway,
I test this door.
It's open.
All right.
Isn't it Elistray is the other drow goddess?
Ability with the cloak because
One of the other
it's
deities.
back off cooldown at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I will open this door, move into this
Which
room.
lasts for 4 whole minutes. Oh wait, that's Hexblade's curse, which is just a 4. It lasts 1 minute.
All
That's
right. So you got a minute of invisibility.
And I'm going to
matching my footsteps to Elishard's.
Stealth with advantage.
And
Natural 20.
Damn.
I'm going to sheathe the short sword.
Okay.
I'm going to hold the Death Kiss dagger in my offhand, with the pommel in my palm, so that I
Okay.
can basically hold the blade flat against my wrist, so it's hidden by my arm,
Right.
unless I need it.
Right.
Check this door.
Also unlocked.
All right, and I'm going to. Okay, so Jack,
Mhm.
I'm going to need to make a roll for
Okay.
Elishard to determine which approach would be better, based on the fact that, based on worst case scenario options that I might not be able to think of, but Elishard would hopefully be able to think of.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be better to very quickly move in and secure this person, or would it be better to approach as a friend, given worst case scenarios that this is a guard?
Zoe did express,
Yeah.
I am the one who can shut things down so that you can go in socially.
Yes, but this is a separate analysis that Elishard is doing.
Fine.
If Elishard is operating under the assumption that this individual is a guard for the house,
And that's just the worst case scenario, not necessarily
Right,
the correct
yeah.
scenario.
yeah, not necessarily correct, but worst case scenario, getting a blade to his throat and telling him to shut up would probably be
Okay.
a tactically advantageous approach.
So I'm going to I'm understanding that there is I'm effectively mechanically holding an action to do that if he begins reacting hostily,
Okay.
but I'm going to go in attempting to calmly be like, just like assert myself as a person who should be here,
Okay.
rather than straight backed. I've just come in through the secret passageway that I knew existed and definitely knew how to open properly. Just again with that held action effectively of fuck, it's not working. Dagger to the throat. Hold still.
Absolutely. All right. So you open the door.
Yeah, and I walk step through.
Step through. His eyes immediately snap open and he stares directly at you. Raises an eyebrow.
Step through as well.
Okay.
Does this?
You're not
Okay.
who I was expecting.
You're not who I was expecting either.
Hmm.
Can I? So, again, that feels to me like, okay, not a member of the household, was meant to meet somebody.
Seems like a reasonable interpretation. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Are you here to meet with the Dautrains?
I'm their guest for the moment.
Hmm. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of a way to word this. For the moment.
I have apparently an appointment.
Could I get any sort of insight as to whether or not that is a willing appointment or not?
Give me an insight check, sure.
As well.
Yeah, if you're in the
I'm
room.
standing there.
Yeah.
I'm right behind.
17.
Yeah. Anybody
Okay.
who wants to do insight can.
Cora, save us.
Nope.
I rolled a 17.
For the record, I've rolled 4 dice so far. They've been a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 5.
Dice curse is back on, baby.
Yep.
Very difficult person to read. Elishard, you're trying to get a vibe for what this guy's business is, and yeah, he's like a brick fucking wall.
Looking.
He doesn't seem to be being overtly like proactively evasive.
Yeah.
He's just extremely
He's extremely cautious.
Yeah.
Jack, understanding that there isn't technically a heraldry roll in this system,
Mhm.
could I roll if I see any signifiers of any of the houses or
Yeah.
other drow-based organizations I
Just
know
make me a
of?
straight perception check.
Okay.
Um,
Do I get advantage on this, maybe?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for it being connected to your heritage and that sort of thing.
What dare elven eyes see?
Technically, they're drow eyes. In some settings, that would be offensive.
I
I don't think this one's one of them, but
with a 22. So he's wearing kind of like an over robe. Pretty drab, no iconography on that. Underneath it, he's wearing a very weathered, like old, borderline threadbare tunic of the sort that it seems to be a similar cut and construction to ones that you remember from your time growing up in the Underdark, of sort of a retainer's gambeson kind of thing. But specifically over the chest, which is where usually you have a double set of iconography, at least to your house, if not also other substances like your role and your rank and that sort of thing. There's specifically a place where you can see it's been kind of patched, as though those insignia were at one point removed and he had to fix it himself. With a 22, generally only a houseless wears that sort of thing.
the
someone
third
who-
house or
Right,
fourth
someone
house is
who-
probably not.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone
right.
who used to be a member of the house, but due to circumstances or punishment or whatever, has been removed of their connection to the drow houses.
so it is the worst case scenario that I thought of if Zoe had walked in first.
I mean, I would definitely be killed if I know who I am. So we're not gonna assume that just yet.
So I'll step in further, approaching non-aggressively at the moment, which would probably reveal that Cora's behind me. So we also have a appointment with the Daltrains, so we were hoping to set the stage, as it were, for our meeting.
He nods. I'm familiar with that sort of approach.
And I'll sort of crouch down, sort of like so that we're on
He looks, he kind of like cocks his head and leans out a little bit to try and see, around you behind the door.
Yeah.
And then turns his attention back to you, Elishard, gesturing to his face. Do you have anyone of my heritage amongst your number?
Why do you ask?
I have an appointment.
I will glance to the invisible spot and see what happens.
He also looks at the spot and kind of narrows his eyes a little bit.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll drop the spell. Thanks, Elishard.
I just glanced. I didn't turn my head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe we got a name.
he scrambles to his feet, kind of leaning on the staff a little bit, sketches a very low bow.
Appropriate level of returning the nod, but I am not the same status as you.
Right.
I'll stand up.
My name is Galadel, lady. And though I fear it may seem presumptuous, my sword told me to meet you here. That you required a teacher.
Indeed, I do.
And the sort of twist of his mouth as he says this is not an individual that you think swords talking to him is a normal occurrence.
Yeah, but that's a thing my patron could probably do, maybe. I don't know. It seems reasonable.
Definitely swing it.
In Elishard's head, there's going to be no living with her now.
There is the briefest smile and chuckle from Elishard.
I really, really need to find this character's last name because I totally wrote it down and it was important. But Zoe.
My honor. If it pleases you, then I will follow and observe.
Please do. I suppose I should introduce you to those who are assisting me with mutual goals as well as my personal goal. This is Elishard.
Sir.
Nod.
Vershana.
Hello.
Vershana.
My honor.
I think that's all the people we have right now.
Yep.
Unless you want to
NPC.
particularly introduce Jinx as their own individual, but you know.
I feel like I leave off the cat for the moment unless
Okay.
Having
it doesn't seem particularly elegant to introduce who's the cat of the warlock who's not here. I'm going for elegant and in control.
having settled that particular concern, I'm checking the stairs to see where they lead.
So the stairs go basically up.
Like, do they lead to a door or do they lead to a hallway? Is more the
So the stairs up out of this room lead to a. Let me make sure I've got this positioned right. Yeah, they lead to basically a trapdoor.
Okay. So looking up, well, it seems that our way forward is through the.
Or wait, sorry, no. It's a staircase. My bad. Yep.
Okay.
No, it's a staircase that kind of bends. You look up and it bends to the left.
Okay.
And then it seems to still go, but yeah, basically you'll be coming out here.
Yeah.
If you go up these stairs.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, but I figured I'd check first.
Mm-hmm.
So looking up, all right, looks like we've got the staircase leads up directly to the floor. It's the proper staircase, and I'll look over at the other guy. Did you come into the front door or through the way we just did?
Front. Yes. And there are a number of guards.
Did the guards bother you, harass you at all? Do they seem intelligent?
Oh, quite.
Right.
Several of them are reasonably personable.
Right. So, Elishard, under the document of modified warders, adds in intelligence and tact as he continues to gather information on what these are. Don't suppose you had a tour of the house before you came down here to wait?
As far as they're concerned, I'm here to offer my services.
Which is not incorrect. All right. Look over at Zoe. Do you want to lead the way or shall I?
I'll go ahead. Because none of you can sneak. And do I maintain that stealth check or want me to roll again?
You'd be rolling again now that you've sort of dropped your invisibility and.
15. Fucking hell.
Okay, let me make some rolls here real quick.
How well lit is the inside of the?
Oh, that's right.
It's true. Yeah, no, you're still technically in dim light, so you'd have advantage on that with your armor that you're wearing. Yeah.
Cool. I was gonna say, yeah. If you're Shauna can't see, presumably it's lit.
It was 15.
I'll take that 15.
We'll stick with 15. Stick with 15 for now. Okay.
Worth a shot.
No, I appreciate it.
It's okay. You got that. You get that natural one out of the way now.
Yeah.
So you don't have to
matter.
So,
Not
so-
how
I
that
also want to
works.
point out,
So you don't have to
15's
roll that.
pretty good for the rest of this group, excluding my new mentor.
Fair. All right. So if you poke your head up the stairs, so the first thing there's a closed door at the top. So at least to that point, you're not going to be observed. It's a fairly short staircase that just goes up through a little stone hallway.
See if that door seems to be locked.
It does not. If you test the knob at all, yeah, it's got a latch, but it'll lift.
Peek it open a creak and put it back down. See if anyone comes over. You know.
Yep. So yeah, you sort of give it a little bit of an open and then a close, let the latch click back in place, and you can hear footsteps in the hall outside, but nobody seems to come to directly confront the door at this point.
Do I think the footsteps were in response or were just things moving around?
Give me a perception check.
Cool.
And I'm sort of not right behind Zoe, but on the stairs, listening as well. I don't know if I can get a roll, but
They seem measured, more like kind of just a routine wandering to, then doesn't seem to be specifically an unalerted response.
Waiting for the guard cycle to be at the point where it sounds far away or it's starting to get far away and will return.
Okay.
Slide it open all the way.
All right.
See if I can peek out.
Yeah. So we will move your token to here then. And you give a quick look. With that level of stealth, you'd be able to see. And there's a guard at either end of the hall here and here.
Okay. I assume this door is open.
And the one in front of you, yeah, is open.
Okay. Sticking inside of the hallway, I'll slip back down.
Okay.
Quietly close the thing. Did they look like they were in the midst of a patrol or that they were stationed there?
Your current evaluation of them was that they were stationed.
Okay.
Whichever footsteps you heard were either probably a third one that is no longer extant or one of them walking to position, more or less.
All right. There are guards posted on either end of the next hallway. Hey, if we got really lucky and they're both looking the other way, there's seem to be rooms we could duck into down the hall or across it. But that would require a lot of luck and a lot of stealth, and
I look over
really
at
our thing at the moment.
I look over at our new ally. Do you think you could call them into the basement?
I'm here to observe.
Fair. Well, we knew we were going to have to deal with the guards at some point because we won't be able to set up an ambush with them here. Question is, how do we want to
Could
approach
probably
this?
still call them into the basement, especially if they know there's someone there.
Yeah.
Make a ruckus, hope one of them comes down.
And even if they bring reinforcements, it'll be easier to deal with them on the stairs one by one than it would be trapped in a hallway with them flanking.
Any of us have something that can make a large sound?
Here, Shauna reaches out and just throws one of the shelves down onto the ground. shatters of glass, that sort of thing. There were some jars and whatnot on it.
I point that
Preparing to stab. With held action.
There you go.
there is I'm just going to very quickly point out a couple of places so that everyone can see. Specifically, the door.
Can you drag me back down to the lower map?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The door over here, right by the stairs. This door on the other side of the stairs, and this bookshelf that looks like there might be room for someone to get behind, as 3 very good places for us to secrete ourselves before we jump out and pounce. And I'm going to step into this doorway over here and sort of use
everybody
it,
can roll initiative.
use it as initial cover.
Cool. And hopefully they'll send 1 or 2 people down to investigate a broken bookshelf and not the entire army.
Still rolling well.
It's fine. We're
Okay,
we're
you guys
going
still
for-
get a surprise round.
We're going for ambush tactics. Going after them doesn't matter. We want them to get into the room and then we pounce.
And let me roll 1 for Virshana, whose character sheet is around here somewhere. I mean, not bad. Just as a brief bit of bookkeeping, Diamond, I assume that as soon as you teleported out, your next thing would be to stabilize Aurelia?
Yep.
Okay, so that's been done. So Aurelia's out of immediate peril, at least. And right about now is when Wotan, you're probably able to make your way to where Quinn is sort of hiding in more or less a garbage heap.
And so, as Woden,
And just
Woden-
catching their breath and trying to, stanch what little blood loss they're having.
Woden walks up in that direction, lifts the eye patch. The eye visually appears in front of his face, just slides back into the socket, brings the patch back down. Welcome to your freedom.
She looks down at her chained hands and feet. That's a little premature.
Let me see. I don't think I specifically have.
You have an axe.
I have an axe. I'm just trying to see if I have anything else to use.
Ting! There you go.
Yeah, it's a vicious axe. I'll chop the links.
Make me an attack roll. Please be a 1. Please be a 1.
It's not a 1. It was a 2, but it's not a 1.
So your first strike, she flinches and just sort of reflexively as this axe blade is coming to a pair of links that are holding the.
I'm not trying to take your legs off. Hold still.
Give it another shot.
Can I take it with advantage, with them actually helping? Maybe.
Sure, we'll let you make them with advantage.
21.
All right, roll your damage on that. So yeah, it takes a couple swings, but you manage to chop through the links, and now they've got shackles on. They're just not attached to anything. So they've got, just metal rings around their ankles and hands. But she
When we-
sort of
when
flexes
we-
her fingers a little bit.
When we've got some time, I'll take those off properly, but we need you to be able to run.
Well, you don't have anything for locks on you, do you?
I don't think I have thieves' tools on me, but I know
keep
Cole
on
does.
planning to give everyone thieves' tools, but we never actually did it.
But I know Cole does. So one of my companions does. We'll just have to make our way to them. I know where they'll be heading. Come on.
Hey.
I'll make my way back to the warehouse.
Okay. So you're headed back to the water struck,
Yeah.
which was okay. So that'll take you guys a while. So assuming everybody's headed that direction, that will handle the rest of the crowd for the immediate future.
Cole is actually flying above Wotan.
All right. So I assume everybody's holding an action until the guards get down to the cellar. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Maneuvering to positions of cover and then holding action.
Yep.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna move over here, like
They're
right
here,
next to
so-
the stairs.
yep. Held actions can now all go off in your either held or surprise round before we.
I assume we could all be flanking because we are literally surrounding this individual.
By the time they get down there, yeah, no, they will be surprised. So all of these attacks will be at advantage anyway.
Sweet.
But flanking helps us down the road.
Oh yeah. So we will start with Zoe.
Assuming there's a down the road and this isn't about to just be a body on the floor.
Right.
Also fair. Zoe is there and is. We're gonna change the damage on my pack dagger because I forgot to make pack
And,
short sword.
I did give Virshana my mace, so
Okay.
they're not necessarily using a great sword in a small area.
If they don't want to, they're a fighter, so they're probably fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah, no. Virshana will have it
Jabbing.
as a backup, but yeah, no, they're going to be using their greatsword.
That's
this one,
fine.
just because, yeah, it's cramped quarters, but there's enough room to get one of those in for a swing or two.
Advantage.
Advantage.
15.
15. So it is unfortunately a miss.
Cool. I have a second attack.
You do have a second attack. Still at advantage.
This is the second attack because warlock things. 22.
22 hits.
11 damage.
11. All right. What is going on?
I'm waiting for it to become the stealth game thing where there's just a pile of bodies stacked like cordwood, but the guards just keep walking in one at a time.
hey,
We can stack them in the next room. It will
Yeah.
create less panic than the bloodstains.
or we once we have enough, we make it a corpse pile and hide inside the corpse pile, so they have to come and investigate it, and we just yoink back.
Oh, Holly
yoink them
isn't
into
here,
it.
so I'm going to be the only one who gets the hide behind the mound of dead bards.
I've seen those movies. Don't even try. They literally shoot those in my current home state.
All right. Yeah, that's my thing.
Okay. Virshana, meanwhile, and greatsword. All right. And they do some decent damage as well. So that's another. So yeah, just 4 attacks. The first one of which Zoe's goes wide, but the next 3, there's just impact after impact. It is unfortunately not quiet, but it's definitely happening. Elishard.
Flip around the Death Kiss dagger that I've been holding, and I'm going to
Okay.
green flame blade it in the throat with a dagger.
Okay.
So 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
So that's going to be 7 piercing with the Death Kiss dagger, and hang on, where's the? There it is. 8 fire damage. So 7 plus 8 damage total from the dagger. The second one doesn't matter because there's not an ally. There's not another enemy adjacent to them.
Okay.
And that was. Hang on, let me look at. I might need to. I might need to answer a question real quick.
Okay.
So, as part of the action used to cast a spell, you make a melee attack with a weapon against one creature within the spell's range. Does that mean that I successfully made the melee attack and can use an offhand attack or not?
You your bonus action would be your offhand attack.
Yeah. So with the short sword attacking with the offhand. Okay.
Sure. Still at advantage.
Cool.
You just don't add. You
I
just
just-
use
yeah,
the
you don't
base
add the-
weapon
yeah.
damage, not the. You don't have an ability modifier to go along with it.
Yep. I use the short
So,
sword in the offhand because it's does less damage than the Death Kiss dagger does.
Yep. No, Death Kiss weapons are pretty awesome.
13.
13 unfortunately misses.
Okay,
So
that's
yeah,
fine.
just slams into his back plate, but doesn't actually pierce. And Cora.
All right, I need Hamiji to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, okay. Against
Mind spike.
No, not Mind Spike. Mind Sliver.
This is the new one that we were talking about.
The cantrip version.
Game?
Mind
But
splinter.
no, this is a cantrip that I've actually had for a while.
Ah,
I like the delineation of mind sliver and mind spike. One is a big fucking piece of wood. The other is just a tiny little piece of wood.
I mean,
you're level 11, so it's still 3d6.
yeah, it's 3d6 versus 3d8. The main difference being what the side effects.
Yeah.
piece of wood, mental spell. I am 12.
So there is a series. There is a series. There
was a
there
nice
have
little
been a
haiku.
series of melee attacks against this hapless warder as a number of weapons just slam into it. But the thing that it needs to make its death saves against is the sudden ripping of psychic energy through its brain.
So, does this mean if it failed that save, it has to subtract a d4 from the first one?
In the next saving throw it makes, yeah.
This
Does
is
this
the next
count as a
saving throw. So
way?
yes, no. So basically, these slightly undead-ish warders, when damage reduces them to 0 hit points, they have to make a con save.
Right.
DC
Okay.
being,
Fair.
in this case, 17. Now, since it already failed its intelligence save against the damage, yes, it is going to be having to subtract a
minus
d4.
1d4.
Yeah,
Not-
against whatever it is.
And
right,
not that
against this con save.
not that it necessarily matters, but for sometimes it does. It did take fire damage amongst the attacks that it received.
Yeah. Mhm.
That doesn't
Yeah,
always
no,
matter. but
Fire doesn't. They don't have any particular susceptibility to fire. But
that's fine.
so in order to succeed on this save, it would have needed to roll a 17. It rolled a 17. Unfortunately, it has to
Minus
subtract a d4
something.
from that. Doesn't matter what it's going to be. That means it fails. So this guy is dead.
This is why Mind Sliver is best.
As it begins to drop, I'm going to catch and drag it into the room that I'm sort of standing in the doorway of.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. All right. So there's a corpse in here.
And
I mean,
And you guys hear shouts and running feet.
that's fine.
I mean, I will note for you, Jeremy, it's because you're a warlock and you can only cast at 5th level. Mind Spike for you is actually 68.
Oh, wait, is it?
It starts at 3d8 and gets an extra d8 for every spell level above
Spike,
second.
not Sliver.
Sorry, Mind Spike, yes.
Mine
I'm
Sliver
not
in this case is a
100% on whether
cantrip.
I have that yet or not.
I just assumed you did because you've seen, psychic spells, but
Yes.
As I'm pulling the body away, back up, make them come to us. And then I'm just gonna very quickly frisk the body and see if there's anything cool on it while we're waiting for
Okay,
more enemies to come.
There's a longsword.
Does it seem like an off longsword or just a regular longsword?
Just a longsword.
So what you're saying is not something cool on the body. Got it.
Not particularly cool.
I will still take it because I only have a short sword and having a long sword is nice.
Well, that would have to be your next action on your next turn.
Never mind. Let's
Sure.
leave it then.
But as the rest of the house apparently is beginning to erupt, that's where we're going to take a break.
All right.
yeah.
Please stay tuned for these commercial messages. We're back.
Welcome back, everybody. So, as things begin to come unglued at the Dautrain family manor, it is now Zoe's turn.
It's unglued, but it's fine. We brought duct tape.
Right.
I'm going to stay where I am, but I'm gonna hold an action to stab the next person that comes down the stairs if they're also an antagonist.
Okay. Sounds good. Virshana is going to take a cue and, being a tactically aware person, basically do the same thing.
Thank you.
And let's see. That brings us to the warders and the one warlock that was left home from
Yeah, I get to eat a warlock.
execution. Actually, we need to put him on the board and have him roll initiative. Tag, get your ass in gear.
That now, because I don't want Call's Familiar to die.
Yeah, Jinx is getting out of the way.
Yeah,
half leaving, half snuggling up past Cora as they go by.
Oh, well, that's good. Virshana goes, and then all of the enemies more or less go effectively at the same time, since all of their initiatives are at the same location. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you guys hear a lot of feet and that sort of thing. And some shouts.
Can we tell what the shots are saying?
The one shout that you can hear is, "All right, now everybody hold back. I got this." Who's down there?
Oh, this poor idiot.
All right.
Someone trapped under a bookcase. Please help, please help, please help.
Make a deception check.
Thank you.
Please work. Please work.
Do I get advantage for bookcases having been tripped over?
No.
Okay.
I want this to work so badly.
Because bookcases technically you're at disadvantage for this one, because bookcases do not sound like people laying into and
I want
murdering.
to remind you that a bookcase did fall over.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we killed a guy with a great sword.
But then there was, yes, spellcasting and
7.
7.
I'm blaming your fucking sibling, Cora.
Well, hang on. He needs to roll an insight check.
Natural one.
Not a natural one. He only has a +1 to his insight because this character's wisdom, I will have you know, is a 4.
So
Not a natural one, but
He rolled an 8, so a 9. He has a 9. Unfortunately, he
Wait.
knows that there is
wisdom is a 4, but his insight is a +1.
Yes, he's
proficient.
proficient. He's proficient in insight.
Great.
You can be proficient in insight.
I want to point out that did almost work.
It almost
Almost
worked.
worked.
It absolutely almost worked, and I will definitely give you that.
Cora, in a flat, deadpan tone. Warlock Avon calling.
Another deception
I
check.
appreciate it. And that is when a bead of red light comes flying down the stairs.
oh,
Sorry, he is a fiend pact of the blade warlock.
It's fine. I called it. I knew this was happening.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna need everybody in there to make a dexterity save.
Do those of us that are using furniture for cover get any sort of bonuses to our saves?
you guys are all pretty well in cover. I'll give you all advantage on this one.
All
Sure.
right.
Sure. Elishard uses his reaction to shut the door and just
Yeah,
smoke
okay.
rolls out.
18. That's
I'm gonna, at the risk of fucking myself, I'm gonna point out that I was very much not in cover. I was just hiding at the edge on the side of the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, no,
So-
you don't get advantage. Sorry,
Yeah.
Cora.
It's fine.
I tried. 6. I closed the door. It doesn't help.
It blows the door and hits you up against the wall.
I was about to say, you close the door and get hit by the door as it blows off the hinges.
Like just the door just shatters on my face.
Boom. Well, fuck.
I'm really glad Jinx got out of there.
Me too. I have enough for one more summoning, but normally
Yep.
those go to Cora so that they
So
can shut all that.
everybody, let's see. Zoe is the only one who succeeded. So everybody else is going to take 37 fire damage.
Oh look, I dropped out of my temporary hit points, and then I
Yep.
transform.
Zoe, half of 36 is 18.
18, yeah.
You take 18 fire damage.
18. Got it. Oh, that's right. We have extra hit points.
Yes. You guys still have your temporary hit points. So does Wotan, actually.
I
but-
thought
Yeah,
they
Wotan.
were temporary hit points where they are kind of part of our full hit points.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're technically
All right.
they're technically your
Extra max hit points.
Uh-huh.
Super max.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
so
that's-
happy that my turn happens next
Mhm.
because it's basically fireball, smoke cloud, monster.
I cast Fireball, not Summon Creator Demon.
I just like the idea that there's it's the I'm certain that this has happened in one of the Alien movies where they just throw the grenade through the locked door and then there's just the hissing noise as the alien charges out of the door after the grenade goes off.
I don't know if it's happened in an Alien movie, but it's still a good visual.
Yeah.
All right. And people are starting to assemble. Oh, and he's going to take a step back. This going to be in the front. Okay. All right, Elishard.
So
It's your turn.
I am ascending out of the basement.
Okay. Nightwalker style.
Yep.
Okay. First thing that confronts you is a warder at the door.
Hi. So again, just for the visual, camera pans back to behind the warder and the line of defense,
Uh-huh.
and you just see smoke billowing out from the basement from where the fireball just exploded. And then from the middle of the smoke, this large, black, oily carapace creature with big razor-like claws and a spined tail just leaps out claws first.
Nom nom, motherfucker.
I don't suppose I get any sort of advantage for the surprise, do I? Because I don't think any one of them was expecting this.
They're not expecting that particularly, but they are expecting an attack. So no.
Fair.
All right.
28?
28 hits.
All right, I am going to expend a hit dice for Precision Predator.
Okay.
So that's going to be 10 slashing plus 20 slashing, so 30 slashing damage on the
Damn,
first hit.
son.
I like to imagine that is just claw going through.
Yep.
And then a tail following it up with a tail strike. 28 to hit.
28 hits.
I
Yep.
think I can only do Precision Predator once per turn. Yeah, once per turn.
Mhm.
So following up with tail strike for 8 more slashing damage.
Nice.
So 38 damage on my first round.
You did 1 more damage than the fireball did.
All right.
Okay. And Cora.
Okay. I will. Getting to get up there so I can see to do anything. So I will follow Elishard
Okay.
to the point that I can see things.
You can see around him enough to
Yeah.
get an eye on.
And let's do. You know what? Let's do. Let's do an innervation.
Ooh.
That's always
okay.
fun.
Oh, you also took innervation?
I've had innervation
Cora's had innervation for a while.
for a
yeah.
while.
It's a
They
good
just
sword.
haven't used it up until now.
Somebody used it once, I think.
It's
I thought it was Cora, but maybe it was somebody else. But
it's
yeah,
a
no,
good
it's a good one.
It's a good healing spell.
It is a good healing spell. All right. So he is going to need to make a dex save. 17.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Half damage.
Yep,
So he takes 8 necrotic.
correct.
He takes, all right. You lash out with it, and the beam intersects. Doesn't seem to do as much damage as you'd hoped.
Yeah.
I think you still get the health back though.
Yeah.
Let
So he
me
suffers 4 points of damage because they
see
are
here
resistant to
make
necrotic.
sure. Yep, whenever it deals damage, you take half. So I get 4 back. Or yeah, 4 back.
Okay. So the tendril grazes across him, but he's able to dodge out, and it doesn't actually attach, unfortunately. All right, Zoe, your turn.
Awesome. Do I get any sense whether or not there's actually space at the top of the stairs?
Elishard just kind of stopped, and Cora stopped behind him, so you're kind of the feeling that it's probably pretty well packed.
Cool. Well, I'm going up, but
Okay.
I don't think I'll likely have a shot at any of them. So I pull out that eyeball in a crystal that it took me forever to get.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sort of turn it around. And I'm gonna fucking finally actually have to cast Shadow of Moil,
All right.
which I want to point out at this point is not concentration.
Right.
It's a spell that helps you if you get hit. It's not fucking concentration. And I'll move up
Okay.
into the staircase. As everything that was dim light becomes darkness, you're welcome, Virshana.
Well, you're getting up into more or less bright light, so it'll just be
So,
dim,
yeah.
so they'll be okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
Jack, relevant
Yeah.
question in chat.
Oh, okay. Dirt. And answered.
Okay.
All right. So Virshana doesn't really have room. So they're just going to pop up and chuck a dagger at some folks. Because that's literally all he's got room for. Sneaks in the back. And now the stairway is officially completely full. All right. And oh, so close. All right. So yeah, flings 2 daggers out and stabs into the guy who's in the front. Actually, he's got another one. Fuck it. He'll action surge. Blah. Yes, that's enough. All right. Several daggers go, and Virshana kills this guy and then just moves up into his place.
Hey.
All right. Aaron, did you have a question?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm good.
Tag is right here, and he's going to
Look, Virshana opened the path to the Warlock for me.
right. Let's see. Elishard's got cover. Yeah, he's gonna give it a try. What's your AC in
21.
your 21?
Mhm.
Okay.
Which means he'll hit.
First one misses.
Hey.
Second one hits.
See?
So you take 13 piercing damage.
All right.
And then the end of the pick that's kind of digging into your carapace and a little bit of the tissue underneath just erupts with this massive impact, and you take another 28 force damage. Eldritch Smite. And then Tag is going to retreat back, giving Virshana an attack of opportunity.
Cut his legs out from under him, Virshana.
Oh, he did. He got a decent chunk. Okay. Which puts Tag at that. Okay. All right. And
Oh, Virshana killed your initiative tracking warder.
oh, whoops. Well, these guys are at 10 and they're going on the same here, so these guys will move up and start swinging at Virshana. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Miss. So one of them just lays right into Virshana, and you can see these gashes opening and the blood starting to flow from the Kalishtar as he's trying to fend it off. The other one is apparently still tangled up and trying to find his positioning, and his strikes just go completely wide. Which brings it to Elishard.
So I would like to try to make an athletics roll to Venom run, like, up over and over these guys to get to the Warlock.
That would be an acrobatics, actually.
I was hoping athletics because I could just, like, jump rather than trying to tumble.
Okay. DC for that from where you're at.
I'm, like, moving to Virshana's space.
17.
Shouldn't go over, yeah.
Athletics 17. Did you try and claw your way around the wall
20.
and everything? 20. You can move right there.
So just
I
basically,
will allow it.
like, put, like, on all fours, leap off the ground, claw into the wall, and drag myself over. And to land right in front of my prey.
And there he is.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
It's going to be 10 slashing. I'm going to spend another hit dice for a precision predator. So
Okay.
30 damage to the Warlock.
Nice.
Second and tail strike following up. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Okay. So 12 misses, but the initial 30 damage is still good. I'm getting very consistent with my
Yes,
with
you
my
are.
first blow.
Indeed. All right. Cora.
All right. Let's see. I will here. Let's try something a little bit meaner. Think that's it's not gonna work. Yeah, at this point, let's go ahead and do the Mind Spike. And we'll
Mind Spike
do
the
it
Warlock.
on. I can see this one. This guy right here.
This one here?
Front of,
Okay.
yes. So it has to make an intelligence saving throw.
I assume your DC is at least 4?
Yes.
Okay, he fails.
Nice.
11 damage to him. All right.
For some reason, that did not register as, did not give me the option for casting.
You probably
at a
don't
higher
have. You probably
level.
don't have the higher level damage increase.
Oh, I don't.
put
That's
in it.
weird. I swear I had put it in there.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's that one says when you cast at higher levels, you can target additional creatures.
Oh, that's why.
So all 4 of
Yeah.
these guys, I assume, need to make intelligence saves.
All of them I can see from where I'm at.
You can lean out the door and see all 4
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be able to see all 4 of them.
Okay.
All right. Let me make a couple
So
more saves here.
you don't spike one guy particularly vicious. You spike all 4 of them.
Yes.
Just raise a hand, lower it. All of them start bleeding from the ears.
Basically.
Pokes their
I
head
feel
out.
like it's more like
Pathetic.
stands
And then
out,
he'll just
does the
nosebleeds.
Xavier thing.
Which I like
is the-
because in our campaign that means I'm speaking to you telepathically.
Right, exactly.
I'm speaking
More,
to you.
rather than a targeted insult, this is just more of a general fuck you.
I'm speaking to you telepathically. The words are ah.
All right. So yeah, all of them kind of stagger a bit, and you can see a couple of them.
Glorious.
Yeah, little bit of color in the face that seems to be the wrong place for blood to
And
be, kind of thing.
If they all failed, they can only use their action to dash or disengage on their next turn.
And
Yeah.
that's gonna be real hard for
For at least 2 of them, it's going to be impossible to do anything. And for the Warlock, I guarantee I can move faster than him.
Oh, too bad. That's a door, I'm assuming, or is that a window?
Yeah, that's a door. Mhm.
Okay. They could run out the door.
They could run out the door, which just
Yep.
means there's
I
more
really
room for
lo-
everyone
I-
else.
Based on the way that room looks, I was hoping that it was a window to so they jump out the window.
Yeah, it's a 2-story courtyard, and the door goes out on the 2nd story. So they just
Zoe, it's your turn.
Okay. Hoping that they've made some space by now, I'm gonna come up the stairs and
Mhm.
try and
Little
drag my
space.
token over there. Oh,
There you go.
there we go. Cool. Up. Just this sort of ball of dark flames.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sees that everyone is a little bit out of range. Considers it for a second. I do have Eldritch Blast. Is it possible to aim Eldritch Blast past my allies?
You could probably squeeze it around there. Yeah.
All right. Eldritch Blast on the guy on this side. I don't know.
Okay. Sounds good.
I
You
can't
get
see
3 of those.
Elishard, so I'm assuming he's where the other enemies are.
Yeah. Mhm.
you
can
can hear
you can-
Elishard, though.
You can hear, and you can see the claw marks on the wall from where Elishard went.
1, 2, 3 beams.
Yep.
Wait, those aren't at advantage. So the first 3 rolls are 26, 17, and 16.
All right. First 2 hit. Mm.
Cool. 1, 2.
All right.
Nice.
For
There are
15
no
total damage.
Warlock special effects on these beams because I rarely
Alright.
use this.
It is nice.
It's nice.
All right, yeah, 2 of them just bam, bam, right into this guy, denting his armor and racking up his physiology underneath. Virshana is going to follow that up with just a crap ton of attacks because fuck these guys in particular. All right. So all 4 hit. The action surged. So that is 24 total damage. So with 3 strikes.
He only
Oh,
gets
come
4
on.
attacks with an action surge.
He's only level 8.
Uh,
Didn't he already use his action surge?
All right.
Yeah, you used it to throw daggers, but you get 2, don't you?
Yeah, he did 2 attacks there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
bonus
no, I meant like you have 2 action surges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This guy fails his Constitution save, so 3 strikes, and Korashana just sees Virshana slash this guy 2 bits. And the last attack for 15. Okay. Boom. All right. So that was Virshana's turn. And now everybody else goes, and they can only
that was
disengage
mine thrust,
and
not
dash.
mine spike. That's why we had it wrong.
Disengage or dash.
Disengage or dash, right. So they're going to disengage and then move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop. Okay.
Oh, that was a bad move.
Says you.
Yeah.
And it's Elishard's turn.
I have a move speed of 55.
Yes, you do. No, I didn't anticipate that they'd be outrunning you by any stretch.
Oh, no. What I mean is because this now lets us get into flanking positions with the Warlock. Virshan and I are going to fuck his day up.
Don't be so optimistic. Something will go wrong,
5,
okay?
6, 7, 8. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Cool.
So that Virshana could just come right up through that door.
Yep.
And I'm attacking the Warlock.
Okay.
13.
Miss.
And a 13. All right.
Also a
I
miss.
have begun rolling shittily.
And Cora, your turn.
All right. So 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, look, I can see a dude.
Well, actually, the door across from you is shut.
They shut the door behind?
Because 2 of them ran through it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, no,
that's
they were
annoying.
terrified.
Fair.
You could get up to this door with 30 feet of movement. You can get up to this door and open it, though.
Yeah.
That would put you within melee of the Blade Pact Warlock, so you might not want to do that.
That's
but-
fine. He's going to die anyways.
I mean, yeah.
That's fine. I'll do that.
Okay.
You know what? He's a warlock. Let's just bust out the big one.
Psychic Crush.
Intelligence save.
He's not good at those. He rolled an 8.
Wah, 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 wah.
Also
38 points of damage.
38 points of psychic damage and is stunned for a minute.
Until it can save against it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Psychic Crush is fucking mean.
And
Cool. Well, he's stunned, so that's a thing.
I'd like to imagine I make a sound like a shotgun.
But
So
it
you just
comes
walk
out
up
of-
to him and go.
Yep.
but the
I just
shotgun
like points.
the shotgun blast sound is heard, but it comes from his head and
Right.
the sound of his skull
It
fracturing.
originates
Yes.
inside the brain and goes
Yes.
outward, right? Rather than
But all you say is boom.
boom.
He hears it.
motherfucker. All right, Zoe, it's your turn.
Where are all of my curses bonus actions? Sorry. Anyways. Gonna move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get to there.
Okay.
Actually, can I go to here and shoot Eldritch Blast at this guy, or probably not?
Yeah, you'd be able to. Cora's got the door open.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So bonus action to hex him.
You could sit in that reclining chair and shoot Eldritch Blasts at him from there too.
Kick your feet up. Pew, pew.
I'm not quite that cocky.
Enjoy the garden while you're in there.
All right.
There is an extent to which I am not quite that cocky at some point.
There's
So, and I'm cursing him for. Let's make them strength checks because I feel like he might get slammed with something. I don't know.
All right. Roll your first of 2 Eldritch Blasts.
I can do that. 27.
That's a hit.
Cool. And it does an extra d6 of hex damage.
How do you want to do this?
Awesome. So Zoe walks into the room, sort of kind of annoyed, points over Cora's head. Or around Cora's shoulder, fine. Points around Cora's shoulder. Just little beam of light straight in through one of the bleeding ears and out the other one.
All right. Just
so you freeze a beam. You just freeze a beam.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. But he was already bleeding out of the ears from psychic damage.
All right. And yeah, you can't really see anybody else from there, unfortunately. So
that's fine. Hopefully they can't see me if I can't see them.
I mean, that's generally how that works, which is nice. Whoops.
All right, we'll loot his corpse later.
And as
I can't move my hex then, huh? That's fine.
As you're watching this body crumple to the ground, Zoe, you hear a tap, tap, tap. As Galadel just kind of fairly spryly, but definitely leaning heavily on that quarterstaff of his, just kind of walks in, looks at you, gives a bit of a nod.
The real reason why Zoe didn't recline. Zoe didn't want to look like they were taking this casually in front of their new mentor.
Shush. She's just an egotist.
If I might suggest, my lady, let's see a bit more of your sword work in the next few moments.
Cora, do you mind getting the fuck out of my way?
Since you put it so politely.
And Virshana, meanwhile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sure, right there. Comes in and 2 attacks with a greatsword. One of them hits. Excellent. All right. So, Elishard, you've got 2 warders on you. Your AC is 21, you said?
Yep.
I'm going to be shocked if any of these hit.
I won't.
Nope. We have 1 hit for 11 slashing. 1 hit for 7 slashing.
So 7, 11.
Yep. That's the first guy. 1 hit for 9 and 1 hit for 5.
See, I told you.
As they're just going back and forth. Yeah, no, like honestly, if it wasn't for the advantage, none of them would have hit. But yeah. But yeah, they're just going back and forth, slamming those longsword blades into you with both hands.
That's fine.
Doing their level best to try and do something about this crazy monster.
There's a monster in the sunroom.
I mean, yeah.
Ruining the furniture.
But it's the monster's turn. So, you know.
So I'm going to take an attack of opportunity from one of them as I shift over here.
All right. I believe that's just a normal attack. So, oh, 13 slashing. He rolled a 22. Somehow.
Like I said, I'm never surprised that they hit me because they always do. And at flanking advantage claw at this one that I'm flanking with Virshana. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
11 slashing damage, spending another hit dice to make that 31 slashing damage.
All right, 31 damage. There's no way he can succeed the con save on that one because he would have to roll he'd have to roll a 40 something when he only has a +3 modifier.
Cool.
So he's dead.
And I let my host devour the corpse, or my parasite devour the corpse. So I'm going to spend the next turn eating it and everything it was wearing.
Sounds good. Yeah. So the claws go in and you just let it shrivel underneath them. Nice. Cora.
All right.
There's a dude right here.
There is a dude right there. I will. Yeah, I can see him from where I'm at. I don't need to move closer. So let's just let's see. Options. You know what? Even though it's area effect, I think this will. Yep. I'm going to psionic blast him.
Okay.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yes.
So
Am I the only one
it's
that's
a dexterity save?
Other than the fireball, am I the only one that's taken any significant amount of damage?
I think so.
I mean, you kind of stand out.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. But also between Cora making them
swung at Virshana, I'm not sure they hit though.
Between Cora making them have to take their action running away and the fact that I've been running up ahead of everything, I think I've been taking the only.
No, you've been taking the lion's share of the damage. Yep. So he rolled a 19 on his dex save. So
damn it,
half damage, right?
Half damage, and he's knocked into the wall.
Yeah. Oh, you were trying to doomfist this guy. Okay.
I mean, essentially, I was trying to doomfist knock his ass down the whole bit, but I will accept the 17 damage that he took.
Sounds good.
That's all right. And then we allow Zoe to have the kill with their sword.
Correct. Hold on just a second. I believe. Oh, never mind. Oh, that was last round. I could have still done something else because Mind Thrust, in addition, or a couple of runs, because Mind Thrust, in addition to being as fucked up as it potentially can be, is a bonus action spell, by the way.
Jesus.
So yeah, no, that's all I do.
Severely fucked up.
Well, I will, in order to make it a little easier for everybody else to do the murder, I will move over there.
Okay.
And take a seat on the couch.
on the half of the couch that is left, because the other half is where Elishard landed.
Yes, absolutely. Assuming that this poor fucker is dead by the time he gets back around to me.
I mean, there's every possibility, but it's Zoe's turn. Let's see what sort of damage the Queen Presumptive can do.
No pressure.
Bonus action to move the thing. Technically, I'm a princess right now, but to this guy.
Yep.
So because he's still alive. Sword's still smoking from the Eldritch Blast that it is my spellcasting focus.
It is indeed.
Just stomp on the head of the stupid corpse that I couldn't get to. Yeah, and we're gonna go in for some attacks.
All right. Zoe prepares to swing away.
22.
That's a hit.
Plus Hex. Why do my hexes always roll ones?
Mine did that when I was playing Fakir too. I remember that
Yeah.
specifically.
21.
Also a hit.
Hex activates every time during a turn.
Yes, every time. Every time you hit with an attack. There you go.
That's more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, I could have attacked that one with my tail if I wanted to. Oh, well. Because my tail has reach.
Hey. 2 swift attacks. The first one lashes across him. The second one literally just takes out his entire throat. And he's dead. You rolled exactly enough damage to take him to 0. And he couldn't make his save. All right. And as the first phase of the cleansing of the Dautrain family manor comes to a close, that is where we are going to end for this week.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
Goodbye.